Alright, yo, what is up, guys? So, this video is going to be going over the two S pluses we will be getting this month in Pocket Incoming. Now, the two that we are getting are going to be Darkrai and Rayquaza. Now, they're both really good after checking their stats, and I really like both of them. Now, unless you're a whale, and you want, or you're able to get both, there's only one you should really be prioritizing, because, well, you can't really spread your gems thin, right? And I'll go over that in this video, right? So I'll go over which one spends the more gems for higher stars, which one is better if you just have like 25k, right? So all of that stuff, okay? So without further ado, I'll just pull up my spreadsheet on how much gems it will be taking you. So here it is. All right, we've got the amount of gems it takes for both types of S pluses. Now this month for me, I got Kyogre in a time limited banner, and I got Rayquaza, or not Rayquaza, Lugia in a legendary summon. Now, time limited banners look like this, right? So you have to get a certain amount of points and rank in top 6 to get that Pokemon, right? And if you get more points or rank higher, you get extra shards, so you could start them up way more. And if you're one, you could actually get the frame, right? And also, while you summon, there's usually an extra Pokemon you could get. This time it was Regice, so the last time it was Regice with Kyogre, so this time hopefully it's someone cool. Maybe it's Regirock, or what's the other one? Registeel. Okay, so for time limited, it takes 23,000 or almost 24,000 to get 4-star for legendary summon. If this is pity, if you get it before, thing is with legendary summon, you could get it before with the 1.25% rate, but if you get unlucky, it will take 22,000 gems, right? Now it actually gets a lot better for time limiteds, this type, if you get it, like, it will take less gems to get an extra star, right? If we're only counting pity for legendary summons, it costs 44,000, but for time limiteds, it's only an extra 4,000 gems. Then it's an extra 7,000, then an extra 13,000, where here it's an extra 22,000 each time. Now, of course, you could get more stars with legendary summons, but time limiteds will be giving you more stars for less gems, right? But legendary summons almost double, right? Now, I rather personally these events, but it is a bit stressful to keep that top 6 place, right? But thing is, we will be getting Meowth with Darkrai, okay? So now, since we talked about the gems, we will now talk about the Pokemon themselves. Now, Rayquaza is a physical attack and a special attack, or SP attack, damage dealer. He does both, and he has the same stats, so you could build it as you want. Now, I'd like to go into his passive before anything. Now, basically, he attacks for both, right, on each attack, but his lower attack stat is cut in half. So let's say he has 300 special attack and 100 physical attack. His physical attack would therefore be 50 instead of 100, okay? I just gotta get that out there, okay? Now, his Hyper Beam does basically 100% damage, but 50-50, right? But it increases 40% physical and SP for two turns, okay? So his ult, you probably want to use this Hyper Beam before his ult, because it would make sense that you want to do extra damage, right? Now, Twister is a really good move. A really good, really good move. Now, it does 160% attack damage, and it blows the target into the sky for 1 round. So, for 1 round, they're immobile, right? But when they drop, there's a 70% chance that it will be stunned. And when it's stunned, that means for 2 turns, 1 Pokemon is immobile. Okay? Stun rate increases when the number of nearby targets increase up to 100%. So that means if there's Pokemon around, it will be 100%. So even better, right? You're basically gonna have a Pokemon immobile for 2 turns, and that second turn you could probably kill them. Now his ultimate, it does like decent damage. Like, it's not amazing. Like, there's a lot better, but it does in a line. So that's really good, right? So this is actually a pretty good ult though. So decent damage, but it does in a line. So it's like kind of AoE. In a line, it means a row. So that's 3 Pokemon. Before it said column, they fixed the wording. Let's actually go. Okay, before it said column. Okay, nice. So that would be 3 Pokemon, right? Now, those 3 Pokemon will have their rage level or their ultimate locked. So let's say that they are right about to get their ult. They won't be able to get their ult for 1 turn. So that is really good. Really good. Okay? He does a lot of good stuff. He immobilizes a Pokemon for 2 turns. He increases attack, which would actually make his ult better for 3 Pokemon, right? Now this, increases SP attack of all allies by 6% and physical attack by 6%. I actually like that. It's like perfect. Everyone gets an attack boost of 6%, right? So their overall CP is going to be better, right? So Rayquaza, very good. If you need a damage dealer, go for him. But let's say you have your damage dealer, I would say go for Darkrai if you have the gems, right? Thing is with Darkrai, there is Meowth coming out. So if you have 20,000 gems, you get the 30,000 and you're kind of guaranteed him, right? Because let's see here. Let me go back to the thing. Takes 27,000 gems to get 5-star if no one else takes your spot, right? Basically, if someone outbeats you in points, then you're kind of cooked, right? Because they get him, so you're gonna have to put even more in. But of course, they're gonna give you more gems than just Meowth, okay? Now Darkrai, I love Darkrai. Personally, he's gonna have more value in my team than Rayquaza, but I will have both in my team probably. I'm gonna have to sort that out. Now, Darkrai. Basically, this one does 100% SP attack, and it steals 15% SP and physical attack, and 15% speed for 2 rounds. So whoever you attack, you want it to be a fast Pokemon so that they will be slowed down, or a damage dealer because you want them to be at the end. Okay, so yeah, this skill is pretty insane, right? So it does 170% SP attack, right? It gives you back 50% of your damage dealt as HP, which is very nice. And there's an 80% chance to apply Deep Sleep. So for 1 round, they're unable to move, and that's 2 people, right? 80% chance. But it activates after 2 skills have been used on them in that round. So you just hit them once, and then they can't do their attack, right? So if it activates on both of them, you're actually set. Like, that's 1/3 of them gone. And with Ray, that would mean 3 Pokemon in that turn are gone, because Ray sends them up and then they send back down and then they're immobile, right? So these two together could pair very well with half the team being immobile for a turn. Okay, his ult, it's all the enemies. Okay, 180% SP attack. Okay, so has a 40% chance to drag them into Nightmare for 1 round, okay? So in Nightmare, they basically can't move, and it can't be dispelled. So, it basically is his Dream Eater, his second skill, but better because it's all enemies. They can't move for 40% chance. It takes after 2 skills, they do awake. But basically, like, hit them once each and you're fine, right? So, and if they do wake up, they enter a weakened status for 1 round. So their defenses are lower and their attacks are lower. So it's insane, right? Now this is also really good. I like this one a lot. So Aura skill, when a dark ally uses basic attacks, permanently steals 3% base SP attack and physical attack from the enemy. The only dark Pokemon I have on my team is Greninja. Yeah, so Greninja, he is dark. So I'm going to be able to use that part of his passive. Now, second part is also really good. Before Darkrai moves, a 50% chance to drag Pokemon into Deep Sleep for 1 round. So they pretty much can't move. It's just, Darkrai is really good. He's an amazing control unit. Attacks of Darkrai won't awake Pokemon from their sleep or nightmare. So he could attack freely. It's perfect. It's perfect. Now, which one should you probably go for? If you have less gems, like, if you have 30k gems, probably go for Darkrai, because it gives you, like, around 2 copies if you get lucky, because you'll get a bit extra. And you get a free daily, right? So that's something. But it also depends, like, if you have damage dealers, then you don't need an extra Ray, right? Ray comes at the end of the month. But Darkrai is an amazing control unit. And probably the best one, I'd say. He's, like, literally insane. But Ray and Darkrai are good. If you could get both, that's amazing. Now, of course, they come at different times. Darkrai comes the 12th, and Ray comes later in the month. I will be making a video on that, of all the S Plus release dates, right? Up to Dialga. There are more, right? There are more, but they just aren't in the game yet, right? So, I would say, at the end of the day, Darkrai is better. He is way better because of how he works, right? He's gonna be able to, like, immobilize almost the whole team sometimes. Not Lugia. Rayquaza can't do that to one person, but, like, if you don't have a damage dealer at all, probably go for Ray. But if not, then go for Darkrai, guaranteed. But you will have less gems because of he's coming in 3 days or 4 days, 3 or 4 days, right? But there is the Meowth event, so that's something. It will up your gems. The Meowth event, basically, it gives you, let's say, you put in 100 gems, you get back 300. You put in 500, you get back 1,000. You put in 1,500, you get back 2,000, right? It gives you extra gems for you have. So it's very, very good. Very, very, very good. So I think that would be the end of the video. I don't have much more to talk about. I talked about both of them. They're both very good, by the way. Like, if you could go for both of them, I can't say this enough. Please do. But if you can't, Darkrai is the move for me, right? I really like Darkrai. Like, just looking at him, he looks cool. And he does have a skin. Like, that's pretty cool, right? So, that's the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.